All right, good morning, everyone. For today's class, there will be many different options. Let me close the door. If you want to use a bigger weight, you can keep it a bigger weight close by you. And if you want to use no weights, you can also do that and use your own body's strength. We have a couple of people struggling, but I think we will get started. Put your chair aside for now. And your block aside for now. Weights alongside your body. Now we're going to get started on the foam roller. The back of your skull is on the foam roller. And then lift and lengthen your tailbone. Make sure one weight on each side, just to be close by you, so you don't have to get up and do. Open your arms out in a T. Ground your feet. Take a moment to allow your body to just sink into your object. And then you can either drop your knees side to side, or you can roll over the foam roller and start to bring awareness to your breath. Notice the pattern of your breath. Are you holding your breath or shallow breathing? Starting to hydrate your tissue and start to move things around. Notice the right side of your spine, the left side of your spine. Good. Lift and lengthen your tailbone a little bit more. And Marian, I was meant to tell you, you have your half roller. You can use your half roller. And you also have the short roller for later if you want it, but I don't think you'll need it. And now bring all your weight to your right foot. Align your right foot with your hips. Stay just where you are. Just stamp your right foot on the floor and visualize an energy flowing up the right side of your body. Notice what that feels like. If you feel a disconnect, breathe into that pattern, up and down, like you have a little flashlight going up and down your right side of your body, and you're hugging your muscles to your bones. And that's just lift your right hand up and over your heart. Plug the arm into the socket, spread your fingers, elbows straight. And now make little fist with your right hand and circle. You're still on the right side energy. Good. Release your right hand. And now shift your energy to your left side. Press your left foot, stamp it all the way down. Go up and down the left side of your body. Notice what that feels like. And if you feel a disconnect, keep shining a light and hug muscle to bone. Press the left side, and now lift your left hand up. All your energy is on the left side. Make a fist and circle your wrist in both directions. And release. Very nice. Okay, now find your weights You can take 2 weights in one hand. We're working on the right side of the body. Your left hand is out in a T, fingertips on the floor. Lift your right arm. Now hug muscle to bone. Don't depend on the weights, but depend on your own muscle weight. Okay, so hug muscle to bone here. Tone the arm, inhale. And now exhale, travel your right hand alongside your hip, but don't touch the floor. Plug the arm in. And now lift your right arm up, inhale, and bend your right elbow. Keep your elbow towards the midline. Frontal ribs are down. Push the arm up, inhale. Lower your right arm alongside your hips. Hug muscle to bone. So lift your right arm up, inhale. Bend the elbow, exhale. Use the weight that works for you. You want to feel a little challenge, but not where it's so much bigger that you're compensating. Push the arm, inhale. Exhale, lower it down alongside your hips. Lift it up, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbow. Use your own strength, lots of resistance here. Push it up, inhale. Exhale, lower. Notice the movement, the sensations. Lift up, inhale. In your mind's eye, you have 10 pounds. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift, listen. Bend the elbow into a cactus, but don't move your body. Keep your body centered, don't touch the floor. Now push like you have 25 pounds to the midline. Turn your palm in. And now turn your palm forward, bend the elbow, cactus. Push and come up, inhale. Lots of resistance. Exhale, bend the elbow with control. Push and lift, inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Slowly come up and take a little rest. Now listen, that was the warm-up. If this feels perfect for you, stay. If you want to lift it up a notch, your left leg is coming up, your left fingertip still in a T position, watch me. You're going to do everything like we just did, or adding on is your left leg way harder. Your whole body has to work here, okay? Squeeze your inner thighs, pelvic floor, lift your right arm. Plug the arm in, inhale. Exhale, lower alongside your hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the elbow. Your elbow is towards the ceiling, like you're doing a tricep, and now push it up, inhale. Exhale, lower along your hip. Inhale, close your eyes and lift your arm with a lot of resistance. Exhale, bend the elbow, keep your elbow towards the midline. And lift up, inhale. Exhale, lower, your core is active, your glutes are active. Of course, your arms, lift up, inhale. Repetition, everything is starting to cook in here. Bend the elbow. Stay calm, lift up, inhale. Exhale, lower your arm. Breathe in here, stay with your arm down, depress the shoulders, look at your left leg, align it with your hip for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your right palm up, inhale. Last time, exhale, bend the elbow. 3, 2, 1. Lift your right palm up, inhale. Cactus your arm, exhale. Oh, the dynamic is changing. Where's your core? Push your 25 pounds up. Inhale, palm in. Exhale, palm forward, bend the elbow. Woo! Try to depend less and less on your left fingertips, maybe one fingertip. Inhale, push up, hug those muscles. Exhale, bend. The right glute is working. Inhale, push. Exhale, bend. Slowly push the arm up, lower your left leg. Rock and roll, come up to a seat. We'll take a little rest here. Take a moment, shoulder roll. Turn your nose right and left. So, you know, repetition starts to fatigue the tissue, which is a good thing. We want to stress the tissue in a good way. All right, side B. Find your weights. This time they're going to go to the left. Find your center. Right fingertips in a T position. Both feet down. Lift your left palm up. Hug muscle to bone. Inhale. Notice that this side might be different. Depress the shoulders away from your ears. Lower down alongside your hip. Don't touch. Not only are you strengthening, but you're also mobilizing and shifting the tissue. You'll see how things are starting to feel odd, maybe, and now lift it up. Hug muscle to bone, bend the elbow over your head, elbow towards the midline. Don't let it sway. And now push it up, inhale. Exhale, lower alongside your body. How different is this side? Maybe you close your eyes. Lift with resistance, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbow. Push it up, inhale. Exhale, lower. When you feel a challenge, shine a light, hug muscle to bone. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, bend. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Don't go through the motion, but hug those muscles. Your frontal ribs are down. Your sacrum is down. Lift it up, inhale. Exhale alongside your hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. And now if you want more, this time ground your left leg, lift your right leg up. Right fingertips on the floor. You can go to one finger, you decide. Inhale. Or wait a minute, I didn't do the cactus. Lower your right hand down, sorry, right foot down. We didn't do the cactus yet. Inhale, right foot down. Exhale, cactus, your arm. Bend, bend, bend. Push all the way towards the midline. Inhale. Exhale, hug muscle to bone, bend the elbow. Someone is pushing your arm and you're pushing back. Push it up, inhale, fight for it. Exhale, bend. Inhale, push. Exhale, bend. Keep your spine centered. Last time, lift up, inhale. Option, lift your right leg up. Find your center, fingertips, right fingertips on the floor. Depress the shoulders, inhale. Exhale, lower your left arm down. Don't touch. Lift it up, inhale. Exhale, bend the elbow, elbow in towards the midline. Push it up, your core is working. Lower your left arm down, exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. What's working? Close your eyes, depress the shoulders. Push it up, inhale. Exhale, lower. Lift it up, inhale. Exhale, bend. Lift it up, inhale. Cactus your arm. Oh, exhale. It's throwing you off a little. Find your center. Push to the midline. Turn your palm in. Exhale, bend the elbow. Notice we're going a little faster. Just to surprise the tissue. Push it up, inhale. Exhale, bend. Woo. Close your eyes. Makes it harder. And push it up, inhale. Exhale. Push it up. Lower your right leg. Take the weights to your belly. Take a little break. Rock and roll. So now this is a wonderful exercise to find your imbalances. In your job, and it's not easy, is to figure out where is the weakness. So both weights are gonna be standing up, upright. So your palms, in a T position, your palms are gonna cap the top of your weight. Spread your fingers. Depress the shoulders down, inhale. Stand strong on your left leg. Lift your right leg up. Breathe in here. And now here comes the challenge. Lift your right arm just off the weight. Just off the weight in a T position. Keep your right leg aligned with your hip. Keep breathing here. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Drop your right leg down and drop your right hand down. Depress the shoulders. Stand strong on your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Keep breathing here. Whoa, here it comes my imbalance. Stay grounded. Lift your left hand off your weight. It's not so easy. Breathe. Yes. Left leg aligned with your hip. Keep breathing here. Lift your left leg. Right leg down, Vicky, left leg. That's it. Now lift your left hand in the T off your weight. Breathe in here. Vicky, you can lift your right hand as well because you have the ball there. Plug the arms in. Lower down and rest. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Inhale. Stand strong on your left leg. Lift your right leg up. Squeeze your inner thighs. Option. Do the same thing. Just lift your right hand off the floor. Or lift your right hand up over your head. And now lift your left hand off the weight if possible. Plug the arms into the midline. Oh, if you fail, try again. And maybe your left hand comes over your heart. Find your midline, find your midline. Ooh, your glutes have to work really hard for 4. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Slowly find your weight. Rock and roll. If you fell and you moved and you lost it, you did it right. Shake it off. Last time, inhale. Stand strong on your right leg. Lift your left leg, left leg down, right leg up. No? What did I do here? Opposite? Left leg up. Okay. Yeah, right leg down, left leg up. I think we did this one. No, that's good. Keep your arms here in a T position. Right leg down, left leg up. Lift your left hand. Ooh. Lift your left hand off the weight. Find your center. Those hips have to be grounded. Lift your left hand over your heart. Those glutes have to be active as well. Your front lower ribs. Ooh. Ground the right foot. Maybe hover your right hand off the weight. Maybe it comes out over your heart. Extend your arms. Spread your fingers. Squeeze your inner thighs. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, for 4, 3, your core has to be really buckled in. 2, and 1. Lower down and rock and roll. Oh my gosh. Whew, that was exhausting. Lower down. Okay. So now move the foam roller just so you can see how amazing your back body will feel. Just to get an idea, you might feel like you have a little curved area under your, over your mat. Breathe into it. Good. Slowly, slowly bend your knees to your chest. Give yourself a little massage here. And then come up to a seat. Take your weight alongside your body. Left leg bends in and right leg goes behind you. Now, you have many options. For the first two, especially if you have knee issue and ankle immobility, it is super important to mobilize your ankles and your knees, and especially if you're compensating over time, you know, your tissue goes in a different way. So we're trying to bring it back home and of course, keep the tissue hydrated and mobile and gliding. So just watch for a second. If you need to compensate, your weights are there, your core, your glutes are active. You're gonna lift, squeeze your inner thighs and come up. We did that last time, I believe. And then you're coming down slow. What I don't wanna see is tick-tock. Like, I don't want you to feed your imbalances. Try to figure a straight train track aligned with your sit bones, all right? If you want more, you have weights in your hands. Squeeze your inner thighs, inhale. Push, squeeze your glutes, come up. Yeah, the first 1 or 2 might be rusty, give it a try. And use, I can't say enough, use the weights to help you hydrate your joints here. Okay, let's all do that because some of us, you know, it's like, no, I wanna go there. Okay, so let's put the hands on the weights. Inhale. And now exhale. Now, Nancy, you figure out why you're leaning on the left. So you put more energy on your right side, okay? Lead with your right, that's it. Inhale, shoulders down. And then exhale, come up. Now, Vikala, you can sit on the block to bring the floor closer to you. Yes. And then use your core and your glutes and your quad muscles to go back. And maybe in the beginning, you don't go all the way down, Vicky. Just come halfway, just to hydrate the hips and the knee. You see, I'm not even touching the floor. I'm just going here. This is important because, you know, you might cheat yourself of good work if you overload it too soon. You see how I'm just hydrating? But every time I'm having a nice conversation with my knees and my glutes and my ankles. And you might just do that the whole time, okay? Otherwise, you're coming with me, inhale, lift all the way up, bring your hands in front of you. And I go with control, lower down. Come up, inhale. That's it. Exhale, less is more. It's amazing how your body really gets there way faster and safer, and lift up. And lower. Okay, we're adding on. Lift up, turn your palms up, do a bicep. Lower down, lower down. Inhale, lift up, bicep. Lower down and lower your hips. One more, inhale. Breathe through the little discomfort because your tissue is getting stressed in a good way. Get a break and come back again. And now lower halfway, stay here, glutes are active. Squeeze and squeeze, lower and lower. Squeeze and squeeze, lower and lower. One more. Squeeze and squeeze. Stay here, lift 1 inch, lower 1 inch. 1 inch up and lower. 1, lower. 1, lower. 1, lower. 1, lower. Last one. Lower. Rest. Come all the way down, stretch out your legs. Give your knees a little massage. So stressing the tissue and the joints. Again, there's a fine line between underdoing and overdoing, but sometimes a little discomfort allows you to stress into the old connective tissue, okay, and to promote the blood flow and the synovial fluid in your joints. Give it a little love. Very nice. And now turn it the other way. Right shin forward, left leg back. Notice that this is different for you. Okay? Find your weights. And we go with the weights, palms on the weight in front of you, straight elbows. Squeeze your inner thighs, come up and lower. Come up a little or a lot, and maybe you don't lower all the way, just a little. Just a little. Up and down. And then if you want to come with me, lift and squeeze, bicep. Lower down and lower. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift, bicep, lower and lower. Okay, just one more. Lift, bicep, lower, lower, squeeze, and now one arm comes up, one opposite arm comes up, little. One arm comes up, change it up. You can sit on the chair, Nancy. Lift, we're almost done. And lift, we're almost done. Lift and lift. Last one, push and push. Lower down, stretch out your legs. Find your little blanket or foam roller or your blue balls, Nancy, and just rock and roll behind your knees a little. Give it hydration. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Now, go to, let's see how we're going to do this. So your foam roller is under your knees. Scoot the foam roller or your blanket further to the left. And now you're on the outside of your left knee, come to your forearms. Okay, just to give it a little love. Just rock and roll, rock and roll. Yeah, on your blanket, come to your forearm. You can rest on your block. Just giving it the love after we worked it out. Okay, that's how you don't get injured. And if you felt a lot of discomfort in your joints, that means you need to do this every day, and you will see a big difference. Meaning every day also they're bending and coming up. Otherwise, it's only gonna get worse with time. So breathing there, visualize how you're giving your joint a lot of love here. And you can even go towards the top of your knee and then back, towards the top of your knee and back. The top of your knee and back. Good. And then go to the other side. Shift your hips to the left. Come to your right forearm. You're right above the knee. You can cross your top leg over both ankles and just rock and roll. Feel free to do whatever feels good. You can go up and down. You can rock side to side. And you can come towards the top of your knee. Excellent. Slowly release it. And that's it. All right, so now we're gonna find our chair. A block will be good for to support your back, just so you don't flare your ribs forward. If you are short and you need a platform, you can put the foam roller for legs. Okay. So the block is going to go right around your midsection, and that will remind you not to flare your front ribs forward. So your shoulders are over your hips. Find your band, ankle band close by you on your thigh. We're not there yet. And like I said, for now, if you want to use the foam roller like a little pillow, do so. Okay. Front lower ribs are down. You have your weights in your hands. Use your own strength. You don't have to use the weights. Okay, you practice your arms, and now we're going to go internal rotation. Drop your left forearm down, and then pull up. Right forearm down, and lift up. Left down, bend, keep it at 90, and lift. Right, and lift. Left. Your eyes are inside of your shoulder joint. You're flossing your shoulder, and lift. Hug muscle to bone, right. Pull with resistance. Good seal. And then left down. And you're pulling with the right like you do an external rotation. And then come up and right. And pull. All right, here we are. Inhale. Push all the way up. And now you're reaching to the top of the tree. We're trying to mobilize the shoulder blade on the rib cage. Keep your elbows straight the whole time, but reach your left arm a little more to the top of the tree. Breathe into that space. Visualize your shoulder blade gliding. And now depress the shoulder, but keep your elbows straight. And now do the right. Lift to the top of the tree. Depress the shoulder, but keep your elbows straight. Lift, up, 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 up. Each time you're pulling that tissue between the shoulder blade and the ribs, and depress. And right. And depress. And now together, up, 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 up. Shoulders to your ears, and now depress them down. Bend the elbows, listen, inhale. And now exhale, bring them towards the midline. Push it out like against molasses. And I push it up. Reach your left arm over to the top of the tree. Like you got up in the morning, you're stretching it out. Depress the shoulder. Right. Down. Bend the elbows and bring them in. Slowly take a little rest. Shoulder rolls. Turn your nose right and left. Good. Take the weights right to your forehead. Shoulders over your ears. And now you're going to push your weight to your forehead and your forehead to your head. Your chin stays forward. So we're strengthening the cervical spine, your mid-back, upper back. Okay, just a little push. Lift your chin. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release and relax. Take your palms alongside your body, shoulders back and down, widen your collarbone. Open your right hand to a T. Turn your nose to the left. Lower your right hand, come to the center with your head. Inhale, left. Lift and notice what's working. Turn your nose to the right. Your left wrist is aligned with your left shoulder joint. Gaze forward and lower. Right palm comes up. Breathe and feel. Depress the shoulder, gaze to the left. Yep. Gaze forward, lower your right hand down. Inhale, nice and tall. Lift your left hand slow. Now don't shift to the right when you're lifting your left. Let the light be shining on the left side of your body. Yes. Gaze to the right. Gaze forward and release. Turn your palms, will be a little more awkward maybe. And now you're going to lift your right palm up and your left palm up. And now turn your palms down and you're pressing a huge ball. Good. Turn your palms forward, lift your left palm slow up. Right palm up, plug the arms in. Depress the shoulders, lift your spine tall. Turn your palms down, push that imaginary ball. Very nice, release it. Take the weights down to the floor. A few shoulder rolls. Cross your arms, give yourself a hug and grab your shoulder joints. And now depress, push down on the shoulder joints. Tuck your chin, core is a little active, little rounding. Breathing to your mid-upper back. And now pull your elbows to the left. And pull your elbows to the right. Slowly come center. Look at your elbows, change it. Depress the shoulders, pull those shoulders down. Round your spine a little, depress the shoulders. Breathe into your mid-upper back. Move your elbows to the right. Gaze forward, move your elbows to the left. Slowly come upright and release it. Shoulder rolls. Excellent. All right, so now you have your little band over your ankles. Shoulders back and down. Option to use your more challenging is hands to your heart center. If you need more support, your fingertips are just barely touching the chair. Put all your weight on your left leg. Breathe in here. And now abduction. You have a light on the outer right leg from the outer hip, outer knee, outer heel, and your toes are facing forward the whole time. You're not turning to the right. You abducting to the right, but your toe is facing forward. Inhale, lift your right foot 2 inches. Spread your toes. Too fast, everyone. I have not gone anywhere yet. Have those muscles core active. And now open to the right. Feel it. Open to the right. Oh, yeah. Open to the right. Squeeze and feel. Keep breathing here. Core active. Elongate your spine for 3. Breathe 2. Breathe 1. Come back in and take a little rest. Oh, okay. Let's talk about our thoughts. Our thoughts become our words. Our words become our actions. Our actions become our habits. Our habits become our character, and our character becomes our destiny. So how you feed your thoughts is super, super important. If you are challenged and you fall apart, that's how it's going to be. Your nervous system is going to go in a fight and flight. But if you look at a challenge and say, okay, I'm learning from this. Why is this challenging? Maybe I need this. I can breathe into it. I can shine the light. You sustain that, okay? Otherwise, you can go to the gym and do all your workouts and you might look amazing, but you're not going to feel fulfilled and happy because you're not mindful. So when challenges come, look at them, acknowledge them with love. All right, inhale. Lift your right leg up. Spread your toes. Shine lots of light with compassion. Open to the right. Open to the right. Open to the right. I know for all of you, I can just feel it. This time was a little easier because your mindset was a little better. Keep shining your light because you can for 4, for 3. Breathe 2. Oh, a little further, and come back. Every little landscape that you touch, it's victory for you. Even if it's hard, but it's victory. Take a moment, breathe. Left leg. Notice that this side might feel different. Treat it that way. Core active, hands to your heart center. Ground your right leg. That's your standing leg. That means that glute is active. Lift your left foot. The first one is rusty because we have no clue what we're going to find. Shine your strip of light. Travel to the left. But I'm doing this with love. And I'm trying to put all my positive thoughts. For 3. Oh, breathe 2. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Oh. Come back. And rest. And it seems like as many times as I try to work the left side, still a little rusty somewhere. But you know what? It's so much better than 10 years ago. Breathe in and breathe out. Exhale all the toxins and the stress and the emotions that maybe were stored here. Last time, inhale. Lift your left. Travel 1. Hold. Travel 2. Ooh. Travel 3. Get in the deep end because you can. Kick, 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 kick. Your right side of the body has to be super strong to stabilize you for 3. And I'm shaking for 2. And 1. Come back home and rest. Okay. Ground your left leg using your hip flexors here. Hug muscle to bone. You're already, if you touched your right leg, it's super active. Lift your right heel off the, even though it's off the floor, but elevate your heel a little. Now put your fingers on your quad muscles and see if you can feel those hip flexors engaged. And now lift your right leg up. Oh, keep breathing. 4. Flexion of the right leg. We're not going to open to the right. We're just lifting the right leg up. Up, up, up. Use those hip flexors for 4, 3, 2, 1, extend the right leg. Oh, that was not in the deal. Shoulders down. 4, breathe. 3, quad muscles active. 2, 1, bend and rest. Shake it up. All right. Inhale, stand strong. Your standing leg is your right leg. Lift your left heel, elevate like you have stilettos there. Take your fingers onto the front of your thigh. Noticing the super active, core active. Lift your left leg. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back and rest. Okay. One of your leg was easier. Go to the side that was not easy. For me, lifting my right leg and extending, I felt it more, so I'm going to go there again. So whatever side, if that side that you just did was much harder, do it again. And if not, change your legs. Inhale. Wherever you are, lift that heel that you're going to lift up, and I lift that leg. Keep breathing. Find your center. Notice if you know, your opposite side is helping you. Try to keep it upright. 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg. Breathe in here. One more. Bring your hands in front of you. Active. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend and release. Yeah, that was a little crazy. Get rid of your band. Get rid of the block. And now watch. That's where your chair. Take the back of the chair to be in front of you, and then you have your foam roller. You can do this without the foam roller, or you can use a pillow instead, Nancy. Take your weights on the chair, just in case you decided you want to add weights to it, okay? So here is your chair. The back of the seat is going to face you. Yes. Take your left foot right in front of the legs of your chair. And now take your right leg, the ball of your right foot, to the foam roller. Square your hips. Your glutes are going to be active. Bend your left leg the whole time, and I draw the left hip back. Nancy, the opposite way. Left leg forward, right leg back. Square your hips so both hip points are facing your chair. And now bend your right knee, lift your chest up. Left leg stays, just straighten your right leg any amount. Bend your right knee, it's little, 1 inch. Straighten. Maybe your fingertips just on the chair to give you resistance. Bend, shift your weight back so your glutes are active, your low back is quiet. And then straighten your right leg. Bend your right knee a little, lift your chest. Remember, all of this is temporary, and then lift, straighten. Okay, last one, bend your knee, shift your weight back, maybe your left hand comes off the chair, inner thighs are active, square your hips, lift your right hand, shift your weight back. 4, your glutes have to be active so your knee doesn't have to do the work. For 3, 2, 1, push the floor. Oh, come back, and now take your right leg and to the back of your seat or to the front of your seat, and then give yourself a little stretch here. Bend and straighten your right leg. Bend, straighten. Bend, straighten. You can also turn sideways and take your right foot on the chair. Both toes are facing forward. Bend your left knee and shift back. And come up. Right knee straight. Bend your left knee, shift your weight back. Breathe into this inner glutes. My favorite stretch. Slowly come up and release it, check it off. Rock and roll. All right. Side B, right leg forward. Shoulders back, take your left leg. Square your hips. Bend your left knee and then shift your weight back a little more until you feel your glutes are coming on. Keep shifting your weight back. Really good for the ankle too. I feel it in my ankle. Keep breathing. And now straighten your left leg, any amount. Bend the knee, shift your weight back. Yes. Lift your chest. Feels so different on this side for me. And then straighten the leg, but don't move your right leg. The front leg stays the same, it's just the left leg. Bend it and lower, shift your weight back. And now straighten your left leg, any amount. Bend your left knee, shift your weight back, breathe here. Are your glutes as active as you really think that they are? Ask yourself and feel. And now straighten your leg. Whoa. Last one, bend your knee, breathe. Lift your right hand in front of you, shoulders back, inner thighs active, lift your left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Oh my gosh, okay. Exhale it out. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Take your left leg. Stretch that pyramid. Left heel there, draw the right left hip back. Energetically, you're dragging your heel towards your sit bone. And that helps the back line. So if you have any tight neck muscles or something, turn your nose right and left. From your heel, you're connecting to your neck. And now turn your toes to the right, both toes. Bend your right knee and now bend and shift your hips back. Now you're dragging your left leg towards your inner glutes. When you get fatigued, straighten your right leg and come up. Inhale from the crease of your hip, shift your weight back. Core active, quad muscles active, breathe. For 3, breathe 2, and 1. Slowly release it and let it go. Woo! Very nice. All right, move your weights out of the way. We did enough with the weights. And move your chair. Last one, I want to do one more thing for the upper body. You have your band on your hands. Okay, we're going to come down to the belly. Walk your knees back so the front of your hips are flat. Feet to, you can open your feet in a V position today, actually, V position. All right, and now take your arms in front of you. Shoulders back. Energetically, your thumbs towards the ceiling. Thumbs towards the ceiling. And you energetically pulling the outer pinky edge of your hand towards your shoulders. They're not going anywhere, but you're pulling. Breathe in here, pull the band a little.
And now lift your right arm off the floor. Depress the shoulders, gaze towards the bridge of your nose. You're working on your upper body strength. Glutes are active. Lower your right hand down. If you need a block under your forehead, go for it. Inhale, depress the shoulders. Lift your left arm up and away. Keep your hip points even for 4, for 3. Breathe 2, 1. Lower down, take a little rest. Grab the band with your right hand. Keep your left hand where it was. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, bend your right elbow and bring your elbow towards your ribs. Gaze towards the bridge of your nose. Slowly release it. Halfway inhale. Exhale, pull. Release halfway inhale. Exhale, pull. For 3 and 2 and 1. Release, take a little rest. Grab the band with your left hand. Pull the band away from each other. Depress the shoulders. Lift your head off the floor. Bend the left elbow. Breathe and feel. Release it halfway. Bend. Keep your hip points. Don't shift to the right. Release halfway. Bend. Notice what you feel in your back body. Make friends with it. Release and take a little rest. Take the band to your wrist. Pull the band as far away from each other as you can. Inhale. Now bring your feet in that little V. Lift your right leg up. Don't lift so much where your low back takes over. You only want to feel it in your glutes. Now lift your left hand up. Oh, that's the last one, I promise, but you need it for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release and rest. Pull away, inhale, lift your chest. Lift your left leg. Lift your right arm. Pull the right arm to the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, get out of there so fast, so fast. Oh my gosh. Don't go anywhere. I don't care how late your appointment is, whatever, but you have to stretch those arms. Take your foam roller. I'm out of breath. Ooh, 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 ooh. A block as an extra is good for you, but you may not need it. You're on the left side. Take the foam roller right under your armpit or your blanket, or you can take the balls over the pillow. Nancy, just try it and see what works best. You're gonna go right under your armpit and now scoot your hips as far away so you feel a traction, okay? Push, 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 push. Pull, keep pulling your hips down. Make a pillow with your left hand. Take your right hand behind you and now slowly rock and roll. Go slow now because your tissue is definitely warm, and the slower you go, the more you're gonna feel. You can go all the way back. Lots of pressure on whatever item you're using. As you create more space, maybe you scoot your hips a little more. You can also rest your left arm on a block or a pillow so your arm is extended, and rest your head on there.
You can do whatever feels good. Instead of moving your chest, you can also wiggle your hips forward and back, like you're sticking your tushy in and out, or you're skipping a rope like you're doing a hula hoop on your hips. Press the noodles, crash it, and then use your breath. You can take it up a little further, right to the other end of your armpit where it meets your arm, the triceps, because that also is a region. You can extend your arms and rest your arm on another block if you wish. Just rock and roll there a little bit. And honor wherever it's traveling to, just breathe into it. Slowly come up. And now you're gonna take your foam roller diagonal, okay, right across your chest. And then take your left arm to about 11 o'clock. Let's see here. Let me find the right. Okay, open your legs in a V position, top leg behind you, bottom leg in front of you, and left arm is about 11 o'clock, all right? And now just slowly press your pec muscles, the front of your chest, on the foam roller. You can rest your head on a block or on your arm, and keep depressing your shoulders. This time, your right leg, without moving the toe, the right hip can shift back and forward. You're tiptoeing over your toes. And you going across your pecs, all the way under your armpit. So your right foot is just going from the pinky toe to the big toe. Just go in and out. Wiggle your hips a little bit to release that connective tissue. Slowly release it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, yes. All right, you're gonna take your waistline now. Be very careful. You're gonna lift your rib cage and you're gonna go right towards the outer hip. Pin your foam roller, lift your rib cage up, and then roll over just a smidgen. Roll up so your hip is off the floor. And now find a block if you need it for a pillow, or you can rest on your arm. Resting on your arm will be more intense. Okay, and that feels really good towards the glute medius. You can bend your knees, keep it compact. Make sure that nothing is poking and nothing is tender.
And when you're moving, if you're moving forward and back, go super slow for the first couple of times so you don't get any surprises. But keep stressing your tissue, get heavy into the foam. You can stick your top hip forward and back, like as if your right knee gliding forward and back. It's very little. Use your breath. Stick your tushy in and out and keep a lot of pressure on the foam roller. Notice if wherever you are is radiating to your low back, to your hip, to your shoulder, I don't know. Good. And then slowly come up. We could have been here for half an hour. And now listen, glide your foam roller, stay where you are, glide your foam roller to the left, and now come right to the front of your left hip. You can roll on your forearms. You can also rest on your left arm like you did before and roll side to side over the left thigh. Try to play with your legs, see what's more comfortable for you. The placement of the leg, you can take your top leg behind you. You want to be mindful of putting all your weight on the foam. And then come up a little more. Now you're going towards below the crease of your hip on your forearm. Ooh. Yeah, you can cross your top ankle under the bottom ankle and then just rock and roll a couple of times. Yeah. Ooh, yes. Move slow. Notice if there's any residue. Where is this traveling to? That gives you a little map of the tissue. And I come up and on that sit bone, just go up and down. Bend your right knee behind you. Rock and roll over the left sit bone. Go slow, slow. Excellent. Release it. We'll go to the other side. Left side. Find a block if you like for your arm. And now find your armpit. Scoot your hip as way down as you can. And then rock and roll. You can take your left hand behind your head for support. When you find the spot, you move like 1 inch forward and back. Wherever you are, connect that also to your hips because they are connected. Okay, now go to the other end of your armpit towards the triceps. Take your left hand behind you. So you're just shifting up a little forward up and then go forward and back. Put the pressure on. And take note, if you feel something needs more attention, please do so, like at home. Now come up, take the foam roller diagonal so it's under your chest, your pecs. And now take your top leg behind you. Your top leg behind you, cross your legs, and now come all the way forward. You can rest your head on a block or on your hand. And then go to your tippy toes of the back leg, forward and back. Slowly come up. Oh, all of those, you notice the more you do, the more you feel like you need to be. But it's better than nothing. Now take the foam roller all the way to your outer glute. Lift your rib cage up and scoot over to the right. Once you pin the foam roller, right forearm on the floor, and now lift your hip up a little. Yes, that's it. Stay here. either your head on a block, or if you want more, you're gonna rest on your arm. And then rock and roll over that head, or just stay quiet. If the leg position feels different, some like preferably another different way, just do it. For me, on this side, it feels like that's what I need to do. The other side was totally different. Keep breathing and keep the pressure. Be generous with your breath. Slowly come up. And now shift your body a little further up, and you're on front of that thigh. Again, you can rest on your arm or on a block, or you can cross your top ankle over the bottom ankle, and now you rock and roll. Or stay still. Slowly come up, and you hold that right sit bone. Yep. Rock and roll. Bend your left knee. Great. Find your block and find your foam roller now right on your low back. Take the block, the edge of the block under your cervical spine. Take the foam roller right under your hip, and then drop your knees right and left, and you can also turn your head and massage your neck. Especially behind your ears, where your ear and your base of your skull meet. Take a moment to be mindful of all the tension you've been able to release today, to give yourself self-care, planting the right thoughts.
Take the block on the low setting to the back of your skull, massage the back of your skull. And then take the foam roller right behind your knees. Lift and lengthen your tailbone. Take the foam roller right below your knee, right where your calf muscles begin, your gastrocs. Just turn your toes in and out a little. You might walk one leg forward and one leg back to free your hips. And take a moment of stillness. Just seal your practice with this sense of inner serenity. Mind, body, and soul. Bend your knees, roll over to the side. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Cherish the moment. This moment you're free. You're free of the past and the future. So celebrate. Celebrate every free moment that you have. With the challenges, whatever they are, but right now you're breathing. You're free to do what you were able to do. That's a celebration. Push the floor and come up to a seat. We take a deep inhale and an exhale. Namaste and thank you. Good job, everyone. Make sure you drink lots of water, please. See you next week. Bye-bye.